We just witnessed what was the last weekend with NFL football. So you know what that means? The Super Bowl happened. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers 25 to 22 in overtime. Only two Super Bowls have ever went to overtime, and they're both blown leads by a Kyle Shanahan offense. Anyways, the Chiefs work magic being down 10-0, and Travis Kelce knocking over a coach damn near willed their way back into a W. All the Chiefs had to do is give Mahomes a goddamn chance. And I'm now at the point where I'm confident whatever points Mahomes needs, whether it's 3 to tie, 7 to win, 7 to tie, he's going to get them. I'm at the point where I'm confident whatever points he needs. He's currently at Tom Brady status. The opposing team can't let the Chiefs breed, especially with Mahomes on their team, and the 49ers did. But my goodness, Steve Spagnuolo sending the blitz on the most important third down to force a field goal and give Mahomes the ball back. It's gutsy, but it worked. That's what teams need. A defensive coordinator willing to take risks, know what they're doing, and execute it against a top offense. I'm not going to discredit the Niners. They looked amazing in the first two quarters, but the problem was they blew opportunities when dominating both sides of the ball. Going in to the incredible Usher halftime performance, the 49ers were only up a touchdown. Score 10-3. They should have had at least another touchdown. They fumbled, and they were dominant, but couldn't get the points they needed, to score in order to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And they let the Chiefs hang around all game. Even coming out of half with the Mahomes pick, I thought the 49ers may just be champs in 2 hours, and our dog of the day was cooked. But they let Mahomes hang around, and they let Mahomes get hot. And with that, Travis Kelce gets hot. And that's the last thing the 49ers wanted. Now, overtime. Why did the 49ers elect to receive the ball? I'm not a coach. But I know I want the opposing quarterback to feel the pressure of the opening moments, especially in a Super Bowl overtime. And to be able to get the ball back, knowing what points need to be scored, whether I need to go for 2 to win the game, depending on how their offense is thriving, or I just need to kick a field goal, I want to know. I know there was confusion of the rules by the 49ers. But that's just the fault of everyone. The rules were explained on the coin flip. The rules were explained throughout playoff games. The rules were explained before the season. The coaches should know the rules and tell the players. No one should go around not knowing the overtime rules in a playoff game, especially that you've been playing in the playoffs for a month now in the 49ers and both teams. And you don't know the playoff rules? You're in this goddamn Super Bowl and you don't know the rules of the Super Bowl? You're not prepared to win. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan, the king of coaching and choking Super Bowls now 3 times. Most notably, leading the offense that blew a 28-3 lead to Tom Brady. This guy just loved blowing leads to goats. He couldn't stop Mahomes. They couldn't stop Mahomes in overtime. Once they let him get hot, you knew they were going to win that game. They can't stop him. Mahomes came out and said they were going for 2 also. If the Niners scored and they ended up kicking the extra point, they were going for 2. I said in the preview that the blitz, once it gets going, the 49ers will have no answer. And as most of their plays are designed from the middle of the field, that blitz would just be too much once it starts cooking up. Yet there's something interesting about this Chiefs dynasty. It may not look like they'll win it, but at any given season, they're in it to win it. At the end of the season during the playoffs, the players would show up. And I don't think in any of the 3 Super Bowls the Chiefs won, they were the better team. This Super Bowl, clearly the 49ers have more talent on both sides of the ball. You can name endless Pro Bowlers on both offense and defense. Receiving core they had them beat. Tight ends, they have a great tight end. Chiefs had a better one. Quarterback was the major difference. Even O-line 49ers, had them beat. Last year against the Eagles, where the Chiefs also won the Super Bowl. Their Eagles were a far more talented team. And that was the first year without their best receiver, Tyreek Hill. And then in 2020, when they faced the Niners in the Super Bowl, where the Niners blew a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. A 10-point lead. Doesn't that sound familiar? Blowing leads in the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan. The 49ers were also far more talented. It's crazy. The Niners constantly have the talent, yet can't get it done, while the Chiefs can get it done without being the more talented team. And that's just the case of GOAT syndrome. When you have a top 2 quarterback and a top 3 coach of all time, it's clear you're always in it to win it. Don't forget they also have a top 3 tight end. Travis Kelce's freaking incredible. Now, what's the future for the Chiefs? You would have thought they would have been gone, but they're a dynasty. All right? They won 3 Super Bowls now, been to 4, AFC Championship every goddamn year. They have many free agents this offseason, especially on their defense. Chris Jones, L'Jarius Sneed, their best cornerback, maybe Trent McDuffie, arguably. Sneed, Chris Jones, the best defensive tackle in the league. I really think the Chiefs should try to keep Chris Jones. Even when he's not on, he's just a problem. Teams have to worry about him no matter where he is. He's obviously going to be in the middle of that defensive line. But no matter how it's going for him in the season, the game, whatever. Now, Andy Reid and the Chiefs front office, they don't have a problem like other championship winning teams in any sport, letting those key players walk. I mean, they traded Tyreek Hill, and everyone thought the Chiefs were done. But they won 2 Super Bowls since he's been gone. And he was their best receiver on the team. Their second best offensive player. And it has nothing to do with Tyreek Hill's talent. He's had his best 2 seasons with the Fins. The Chiefs, I wouldn't be surprised if they win it again next year. I mean, they probably will. But the Fins are now 0-0. And they're coming for that ass, Mahomes. The Dolphins are the next Super Bowl champs. Fins up.